And a good Sunday to everyone. I treated myself to some Canadian-made watercolor paints by Rockwell. I ordered 6 tubes. They sent me the paint plus a little sample paper pack and an eraser. So this is Chinese red, primary yellow, cobalt, and Payne's gray. So I took one of the sample pieces of paper and I got my masking fluid out, my brand new masking fluid, and I painted in some trees. There's no drawing or anything here. I just put the masking fluid right down and put a couple of trees and a little pile of rocks. I've also taped off the bottom of the paper to give me a tree line. This is very similar to the one I did the other day, but I was anxious to try the new paints and thought I'd share it with you. So I'm going straight in here with wet on dry, and that is the Payne's gray mixed with a tiny little bit of the cobalt. So this whole thing is just using the 4 colors I showed earlier. So now for the mid-ground, I'm mixing up some of the yellow with cobalt and a bit of the Payne's gray to create a green for the trees in the background. Now they're not way back, so I'm laying my brush on the side. That's a 10 round, and I'm just putting some points in there so that the trees have a bit of definition. And I will say, so far with the paints, I'm really liking them. That primary yellow that I've been mixing. I'm not a real mixing guy. I don't like to mix paints on the palette, but in this case, boy, it really created some really sharp greens for me. And the Payne's gray is really is quite intense as well. So thumbs up to the Rockwell paints. Anyway, laying the brush on its side, dropping in the tree line. As you can see, there's a couple little splatters of frisket there. And I let all that dry. Hopefully I let it dry enough that I don't rub the frisket into it and make a big smudge. It came off quite clean. I left the frisket on the tree on the right because as I was pulling it off, I started to disturb the paint underneath, so I'm going to leave that a little longer. In the meantime, I grabbed the primary yellow, and very much like yesterday's video, I'm trying to paint right up to the white lines but not overlap with the sky color. So this is the primary yellow, and I'm using a rather large brush for that on this tiny little piece of paper. But I definitely didn't want the paint to be too thin. Now I'm using some of the Chinese red. And just dropping it into the yellow to give me some orange trees. And I'll do the exact same thing with the tree on the right. So we'll get the tape off the horizon line, lift the frisket off the little pile of rocks there, and I'm going straight in. And I just made a little mistake there. I painted over where my rocks are going to be. So I'll lift a bit of that out. What I did there was I mopped it up, let it dry, and then I'm just adding a little more frisket or masking fluid so I can paint right over it. While the masking fluid was drying, I grabbed a little more of the Chinese red and filling in the little gaps at the bottom of the trees. Don't want to see any white there. Now I think the masking fluid's dry, so I'm going to take a run at it with the primary yellow I've really loaded up my brush, and I'm going to cover the whole foreground. I had a bit of my green there, which is the primary yellow and the cobalt blue, and I'm just stroking that into the damp paper. Need a little shadow under the rocks here too. It might be too wet. It might be too large a shadow. So see if I can. Yeah, it seems to be running quite a bit. So I probably did that a little bit too early. There, I just put some water on my brush and lifted out some of the paint and let it dry. It was running quite a bit. So that's what I ended up with after it had dried. I'm using the little mix of green there and just putting some shadows under that little pile of rocks. Show some grasses. And extend that over, as that's where the trunks of the trees will be. Now with the Payne's Gray, almost neat, very little water in that. I'm just going to paint in some simple trunks on the trees. Dark enough that they're going to stand out in front of the stand of trees in the background, but not have them too dark. So I'm just making that tree on the left is a little bit larger, so it's got a little more support. So I've added another branch to it. And the guy on the right, well, he's younger, so we'll just leave it like that. No extra branches. I lifted the frisket off the rocks, and now I'm going in with a really fine liner. That's the 0.1 rotring pen, and I'm just going to draw some rocks on that white spot. And I can go ahead and outline the trees as well. And the last little bit, grabbing some more of the Payne's Gray and just adding a few little shadows to the rocks. And that should about do it. I'm just going to add a bit of paint to the foreground, just darken it up a wee bit. So it's the primary yellow, the cobalt, and I added just a wee bit of the Payne's Gray in there as well. And there you have it. Let's get the tape off it and have a look at this little practice piece. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thanks for dropping by. And we'll see you again soon.